This is Eva Gregory, and I'm here talking with Linda Cassell about the Six Figures for Coaches program. Linda is the founder of Quantum Leap Coaching and Training and a certified coach who helps executives and entrepreneurs create their ideal work situation. And I asked Linda to the call today to chat more about some of the successes she's experienced in the Six Figures program and find out about how she's applied what she's learned. So welcome, Linda.
Thank you for asking me. I'm so excited to do this.
At what moment did you know the Six Figures for Coaches program was going to work for you?
You very nicely offered to do a strategy session with me. And I think that during that call, you were asking a number of questions about Quantum Leap and where was I in its development. And I realized that, I had been talking about and dreaming about taking my coaching practice to the next level for a long time. And I had all the pieces in place in terms of, all of my experience and the training and the certification. And I did have this vision of what I wanted to do. But you kept asking me questions, and I kept saying, nope, haven't done that yet. Nope, haven't done that either. No, I'm not there yet. And I suddenly thought, okay, how much longer is this going to remain a dream? And I just decided, you know what? I don't want to wake up 6 months from now, 12 months from now, and realize I've made no progress. So it was really during that strategy session you made me very, very aware of where I needed to go.
Wow. Can you talk a little bit then about where your coaching practice was before getting started? You talked about all the things that hadn't been done, so where were you?
I wasn't very focused. I had wonderful clients, and when I look back, I think it's absolutely amazing that I had any clients because I didn't have a plan. It was all very organic, which is okay unless you'd really like to make a living doing what you love.
Absolutely. I love it because when you say you're surprised you had it, it was law of attraction at its best, and that is something, there's something to be said for that. There's also something to be said for getting in the driver's seat as well and driving your business.
I know for myself, Eva, for instance, I had taken a course which the person gave a very nice comprehensive overview of everything you needed to do to really move a coaching practice ahead. And when the course ended, I had this very nice notebook of recommendations, but then it was like, yeah, but what do I do? The recommendations stayed in that notebook, and they never got off the papers that they were written on. So for me, I knew that I needed somebody to say, okay, here's the first step, here's the second step. I needed the structure that you provided in the Six Figures program.
I know that one of the things I say about the program when I'm talking to people, and I guess maybe that's what you're speaking to, is the fact that it's not about more information. It's more about implementation.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we're on information overload, right?
Yeah.
There's so much out there. But for me, it was where do I start? And what's best for my business? And even if I knew about it, how do I do it? That's what you helped me with.
So after you began the program, can you give us some of the exact results that you saw for yourself?
Ooh, okay, now I really like to talk about this. First of all, I have a new name for my business that I love, Quantum Leap Coaching and Training, and that really was, again, as a result of how you had us focus on our niche. I have my signature offer. I can now say in 60 seconds or less what it is I do. It's amazing to me that I had never thought about that before. In fact, when you once asked me, I said, well, I help people help them change, get results, but that's what all coaches do?
Yes, that's what they all say.
And we hope that we all do that.
Yeah, exactly.
So it has been so helpful to just very clearly be able to let somebody know in one sentence, here's my target audience, here are the results that I get. And it's very interesting when I'm in a professional setting with other coaches, I can't tell you the number of times other coaches have said, would you say that again? That sounded so nice. How did you think of that? I have a website. I've started a blog. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. I'm learning to navigate my way around the new social media. Oh, I've started my first teleclass.
Yes!
Yes, and I have 2 more ready to go. I've identified a number of information products that I will be developing and promoting through my website. And this is really exciting, I have increased my one-on-one client base, but you know what is equally exciting about that? I've increased the fees.
Yes, absolutely, and I so love hearing that, and you know I do.
It's because of you that happened. That was a painful, as you will recall that, painful decision for me to come to, and now it's just so easy because I know that that's what I deserve.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's one of the biggest things, and you now know. I mean, you are now stepping into that place of understanding the impact that you have is so powerful and so valuable.
Yeah, well,
and people are willing to pay for that.
Oh, they absolutely are. And my favorite saying, yes, even in this economy.
Even in this economy.
Absolutely. And I will just say quickly 2 more things. The community that you helped create in the Six Figures program is so special. I just feel like going forward, I've got this wonderful, wonderful group of colleagues and coaches that I can go to anytime with questions, support. We're going to be like a lifelong, huge mastermind group for each other. And, you know, the last thing I have to say, I'm a much smarter businesswoman.
You have done a lot.
I have.
Come a long way. So what would you say are the long-term implications of being in the program?
I think most importantly, I have a plan. You know, I now have a plan going forward. And until I worked with your program, I have to say I didn't know many coaches who were making what I would consider a great income from their practice.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I mean, it's one thing to say, well, I want to generate a 6-figure income, but then how do you do that? And I know that as a result of the class, I've laid out a plan that I think will eventually get me beyond 6 figures.
That is what we want.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. I mean, I've learned marketing strategies that will be ongoing. I've been introduced to resources that I didn't know existed. And, you know, one of the things that I really loved, Eva, and it really reflects the name of your company, I always felt that we were getting the latest and the greatest, the leading-edge business practices that work. So, you know, these are all things that I'll be using well into the future.
If you had a chance to speak to a coach considering joining the Six Figures program, what would you tell them?
Run, don't walk. I mean, run really, really fast. Wherever you are in your business, you will be light years ahead as a result of what you will learn in this program. I mean, it's transformational change. It's quantum leap change. I mean, you need to do it.
Well, thank you for that, Linda. And also, I want to say thank you for being you. And, of course, thank you for taking the time to share some of these things. I can't wait to see the successes that are going to be unfolding for you over the next few weeks and months ahead. For those of you who want to learn more about Linda and her work, visit her website at quantumleapcoachingandtraining.com. If you'd like to find out more about the Six Figures Business Builder and see if you qualify for a strategy session with me, visit sixfigurebusinessbuilder.com.